Have you ever heard the story of Ronald Reed, a janitor who quietly amassed $8 million by the time he passed away in 2014? No lottery wins, no massive inheritance, just the power of smart money habits. Ronald's story isn't about luck. It's a lesson in how our behavior with money shapes our financial lives more than intelligence, credentials, or even income. Think about it. We spend years in school learning about math, science, history. But how much time do we actually spend learning about personal finance? Most of us learn about money through trial and error, picking up bits of advice here and there. But what if there was a better way? Imagine you're shopping for a luxury watch. You've got your eye on a Rolex Submariner. You love it, the weight, the feel, the history. But to have it, you know you have to pay the price. Investing works the same way. There's a price to pay for getting into the game, and that price is volatility. Big returns don't come easy. You need the resilience to ride through market dips, stomach the drops, the crashes, the panic. If you can handle the volatility, the rewards can be life-changing. So before you invest, ask yourself, are you willing to pay the price of admission? Are you ready to ride the roller coaster, knowing the ups and downs are part of the journey? Capitalism. It's the engine of the modern world. It's created more wealth and innovation than we could have ever imagined. But it's also created something else. Envy. Think of a successful doctor. He's worked hard, studied for years, and now he's making $500,000 a year. By most standards, he's incredibly wealthy. He's living a comfortable life. But then he looks next door. His neighbor, a CEO, just bought a brand new Ferrari. He hears whispers about the CEO's multi-million-dollar vacation home in Aspen. Suddenly that $500,000 doesn't seem like enough anymore. This is the trap of comparison. Capitalism thrives on it. There's always someone earning more, driving a nicer car, living in a bigger house. And it can leave you feeling like you're never good enough, like you're constantly chasing someone else's definition of success. This endless comparison game can be exhausting. It can rob you of the joy you should be feeling from your own accomplishments. At some point, you have to ask yourself, what's truly enough? Financial success isn't about keeping up with the Joneses. It's not about accumulating more stuff than your neighbor. It's about building freedom. Freedom to pursue your passions, to spend time with loved ones, to design a life that aligns with your values. So, the next time you find yourself comparing your financial situation to someone else's, take a step back. Remember, your journey is your own. Focus on what truly matters to you and define success on your own terms. Chapter 3. Your financial fingerprint. Let's talk about lottery tickets. Now, I know what you're thinking. Those things are a terrible investment. And you're right, the odds of winning are astronomically low. But here's the thing. Not all financial decisions are made with pure logic. Statistics show that lower-income households in the United States spend a lot more on lotteries than wealthier ones. From a purely financial standpoint, it might seem unwise. But when you see it from their perspective, it starts to make sense. For someone struggling to make ends meet, that lottery ticket represents hope. It's a chance, however small, to dream of a better life, a life free from financial worry. It's a chance to reach for something they might feel they can't achieve through traditional means. The point is this: financial goals are deeply personal. What makes sense for one person might seem crazy to another. Your background, your experiences, your values, they all shape your relationship with money. Don't beat yourself up if your financial path doesn't look like everyone else's. Maybe you're not comfortable taking on as much risk as your friends. Maybe you prioritize experiences over material possessions, and that's okay. Your financial fingerprint is unique. Embrace it. Invest in a way that aligns with your life, your goals, and your values, not someone else's. Chapter 4. Weathering the storm, prepare for the unexpected. Let's face it, life is unpredictable. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, something throws you a curveball. The economy takes a nosedive, a global pandemic hits, you lose your job. These aren't just isolated incidents, they're a reminder that unexpected events are a part of life. Remember the Great Depression, the 2008 financial crisis, COVID-19? These events shook the world, and they had a massive impact on the markets. No one saw them coming. The problem is, we often make financial decisions based on what's happening right now, not what might happen in the future. We get caught up in the hype, the fear, the short-term noise. Rather than trying to predict every possible disaster, which is impossible by the way, focus on building a financial plan that can weather the storm. Think of it like building a house. You wouldn't build a house on a foundation of sand, would you? You'd want something solid, something that can withstand the elements. Your financial plan should be no different. Have an emergency fund to cover unexpected expenses. Diversify your investments to reduce risk. And most importantly, don't let fear or panic dictate your decisions. Housel reminds us that missing just a handful of the best market days over the years could have cut your returns in half. So stay invested for the long haul, even when things get bumpy. Remember, time in the market is more important than timing the market. Chapter 5: The Seductive Whisper of Pessimism. Have you ever noticed how pessimistic news always grabs your attention? It's like a siren song, drawing you in with tales of doom and gloom. Economic crashes, political scandals, and natural disasters dominate the news. It's enough to make you want to hide. Pessimism is seductive. It's easy to get caught up in negativity. Our brains are wired that way. Psychologists call it negativity bias. Which headline would you click on? Experts predict imminent market crash. The negative headline grabs your attention faster. Constant pessimism can paralyze you. It can prevent you from taking risks and pursuing goals. Real progress takes time. Positive changes unfold slowly, often unnoticed. Take a deep breath and remember, the future isn't predetermined. It's not all doom and gloom. It's also full of possibilities. Choose to focus on those possibilities. Choose to believe in a better tomorrow. Write your own financial story. These lessons from the psychology of money aren't just about growing your wealth. They're about finding balance, staying true to your own path, and letting go of the things that don't truly matter. It's about understanding that financial success isn't one size fits all. It's about defining what success means to you and building a life that aligns with your values. Want more insights like these? Subscribe to our channel for more videos on personal finance, investing, and living a richer life. And be sure to check out Morgan Housel's book, The Psychology of Money. It's full of life-changing advice that can transform your relationship with money. Thanks for watching. And here's to a future where you control your financial